Hello, beautiful soul family. It is time for another pick a card reading. I'm trying to get this one down in one video, alright? I won't have any interruptions. It's hard around here. Alright, so we have the three piles. So I already shuffled all the cards and already, with the assistance of the angels, the ancestors, and the spirit guides, there are three different piles you can choose from, associated with two cards and the stone. So you can either see what resonates with the number, the stone, or the card. Okay. The tarot decks will also be different. Okay, so I'll show you the oracle first. So pile number 1 is the Moonlight Enchantment Magic. So that's like moon magic, all right? So if you're going towards more that moon energy, which is like intuitive secrets, going into the dark and seeing the light. So we'll see what's being unveiled with that one. It's got like a big bright moon behind this tree that's kind of all of the branches are falling off, so you'll be able to see the moon. It's like a full moon. There's the wolf howling. All right, so trying to get attention. There's something about that wolf needing to. It's like something is guiding that wolf to howl. So there's a message, and it's number 25. All right, and this is from the Sacred Forest Oracle. I picked this. The last reading I did. If you go back, we use those cards. They're beautiful. All right, so that will be with that's hard to say. Impartially. Sorry if I messed that up. All right. It's kind of like with those two buckets, balancing. All right. Well, we will read from the books. Pile number 2. Number 49 with the Perseverance Soul Chakra card. And also number 49, Grace, Wise Woman of the Grove. So this is very ancestry kind of energy. You can see like the wise lady in between, shining through the trees, almost like it's been a shadowy time. Can't see through all the deep forest, and perseverance with that, with the orange chakra. Pile number 3. Number 12, Dragonfly Spirit with completion. So the soul journey, completion. The chakra is being activated is the orange. Dragonfly Spirit, change. So this is pile number 3. Number 12, which is, I believe, the Hangman. All right, so Dragonfly Spirit, change. All right, so pile number 1, we have with that moon magic, the moonstone. Isn't that... I picked these stones before I actually picked the oracle, so that is a very intuitive energy that the moon card came out with the stone already picked for pile number 1. Pile number 1, moonstone, moon magic. Pile number 2, we have that green adventurine. All right, purifying with grace. All right, with that ancestors energy, with that kind of earth energy. And then pile number 3, the rose quartz. It's healing. Sorry about that. That was loud. Healing crystal. Okay, it's a beautiful energy if you're manifesting love, healing. So dragonfly, which is change, transformation from the caterpillar to the dragonfly. So that's air energy, but hermit. So it's also number 12. Which could be number 3 also broken down, Empress. So that is like that divine feminine energy, which is transformation, really. Transformation, love, and harmony. So yeah, so this is like air energy, but also Pisces, kind of like that unknown, coming in from the unknown. So that's pile 3, rose quartz. The rose quartz, pile number 3, dragonfly. Pile number 2 with the wise woman of the knowledge, with that earth energy and the green stone. And the moon card, which is Cancerian energy. So that would be intuition, water, with that moonstone. That's very intuitive. All right. All right. So let's get started on pile number 1. So I'll start from reading from the book. I think I'm going to maybe have to cut this video, and I will continue it following the next video shortly after. All right. So just make sure you tune back in. Pile number 1. This is your reading. This is for pile number 1, the divine guidance. So if you pick the moonstone and the moon card, this is your reading, pile 1. Moonlight enchantment, magic. The lingering howl of a wolf weaves its way through the night air. The brightness of the full moon bathes the entire forest with a silvery light. Fairies and elves and spirits of fauna and flora arise for a joyous night of celebration. The forest is alight with glee. At this time, magic is all around you. The veil between the worlds is thin right now. Fairies, elves, and angels, and the spirits, beings are just a thought away. It is indeed a magical universe. And the key to opening the doors to those realms is to trust. All may not be as it seems. By the protective light of the moon, the magic of the universe surrounds you. Even though it is dark, the light of the moon shows you the way, reminding you to trust how you feel. So what are you being guided to right now? What's your emotions telling you? What's your gut telling you? How do you feel when you have certain thoughts? Even if you can't see, have faith that you are being supported in mysterious and wondrous ways by unseen beings in accordance with your highest good. So this card brings the guidance. Believe in magic. You are being given powers that are powerful, mystical messages from spirit. Take time to listen. Allow the luminescence, receptive energy of the moon to activate your creativity. You will receive mystical messages, and you are spiritual messengers. You are a spiritual messenger for others. All right, so this howling at the moon is the moon giving you intuitive messages, and it's like, this is how connected you are. The moon is bringing out this inner howl, this inner knowing, as it is connecting you to what you need to know. So trust what you're being told. Trust what your inner howl is telling you. What are you feeling at this time? As I'm doing this reading, as it is timeless, whenever you get these messages, this is meant for you. You can pick all of these piles, all the messages, or just 1 or 2. All right, it's up to you. Remember to trust. So what about this magic? What is it? So we are using the tarot, the light seers, all right, for some wholehearted, some light messages. So these are very, I find, flowy messages. They're very good guidance. Oh, wow. My speech is not good. We're in retrograde right now, and I'm a Gemini. 10 of Cups, look at that. So this is love, fulfillment, joy, happy family, whatever you consider to be like that happy home. Your 10 of Cups, you are getting your 10 of Cups. So have the faith that you are being wrapped with in this time with, I feel like it's being like in a time loop. So you may not see what's around the corner, times are changing constantly from that 10 to a 1, which is new beginnings in love. So I feel like you're transforming this 10 of Cups, which is what you desire, everything you need in love. So I feel like you need to release the self-sabotage, the devil pulling you back into the energy of trusting those negative thoughts. All right, so don't choose light over dark. Don't choose fear. The devil is fear. It's that voice in your head. All right, one more card, please, for this moon magic. One more card. Pile one. And on the bottom, all right, so I feel like what you're not seeing is you are being released from all these burdens that you've been carrying, which is holding you back from allowing that 10 of Cups, because the 10 of Wands is action, it's fire, it's energy. So I feel like these burdens are heavier than the Cups energy, you know, the Pisces, Cancerian, and Scorpio. Scorpio is pretty intense, but Scorpio doesn't likes to dive deep and not always go into the emotions. So the 10 of Wands is a heavy, it's a Leo energy, Aries. So the fire signs are very, it's fire, you know, fire spreads quickly. It also, it ignites really fast, right? And fire can be destruction, but it can also be creation. So 10 of Wands, you need to release this. This has been a tough journey, a long cycle, but as you come down, you realize that you're done and you've reached where you need to go, and that's it. And I feel like you're a little confused where to go next from this 10, because it's not yet presented, but that's needing to trust the choice, trust your mind over this energy, okay? Because it's trying to take away your 10 of Cups, and it's trying to keep you in that sabotage of the 10 of Wands, of being overburdened, feeling like this is it, this is your life. It's hard. Life is just hard, and that's okay because you're tough. But no, it's like you're receiving the messages right now, very spiritually activation right now. 25 is also reduced to 7, which is the Chariot. So fast moving energy coming in. So yeah, I feel like something is rushing in right now with that Chariot. You know, it's like it's rushing in, and just make sure that this doesn't get in the way, because it may pass you by and you won't see it, and you'll stay in that burdens, and you'll accept those burdens and accept that's your fate. But no, it's not your fate. Your destiny is your 10 of Cups. You just need to get past that last little test of, are you able to be strong enough? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this new beginning in love, whether with somebody new or healing, so you're able to reconnect? But this is just like what's meant for you, what's divine time, okay? But we do need to learn the lessons, so I feel like the universe is testing you with this last little offer, you know, of, are you going to take the apple when you don't need to? Are you going to overpick apples or not, or ignore the apple tree and let them rot? No, you need to have that balance and have faith and trust in yourself and not go down that path. All right, so that's pile one. And pile one, we have the chakra, the gray chakra. So those are neutral cards. I quietly listen, allowing you to color your own palette. All right, so this card is very interesting. Is the wise dictator from the town of Beige. She is known for settling disputes fairly. One day, two neighbors are arguing about what color to paint their fence. She gives them each a can of paint and instructs them to paint their own side of the fence, the color that the other neighbor wants. She knows that when they can color their world in the love of their neighbor's eyes, they will understand and accept one another. So the inspiration is to take an impartial look at your situation. The action here is to listen and observe. If I step back from the present situation, what do I see? Can I be neutral? So allowing things to unfold naturally, standing in other people's shoes, looking at something from the other side, right? And that with that moon, it can be a disguise for illusion, you know, not seeing the sun, which is shining right in your face because you're in the dark and you're missing something, a key thing, which is the moon, right? So there's an uplifted communication, standing in another's shoes. So be open-minded at this time. Use fairness, even if sometimes you feel like you're giving in a little bit more than you want to. Just trust that this will guide you the way. Trust that this will, that right behind that, when you release and you see the color you see all the other ways that you could choose to see something, the other things will unfold. All the blocks, you know, you'll be able to paint the sidewalks whatever color you want, you know. So I really think that this is all about taking another look, take a higher perspective, to really look into what is blocking you and not be hard-headed. Try to have a balanced mind, all right? That this will allow what is waiting for you on the other side, all right? This 10 of Cups. So once you see the other perspective and you stop fighting with not wanting to budge, I feel like that is laying your guard down. You're being vulnerable to this situation. Even if you think you're right, just allow yourself to be happy and not right all the time, all right? Life is not about winning, it's about the journey, all right? So choose wisely, and what awaits you is your destiny, all right? Choice is yours. All right, thank you, pile 1. Let the moon guide you in the right direction. Stay tuned. Next video is pile 2.